What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Football Minutes Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. Guys, this is the channel where we talk about everything football, from the biggest match to the latest news and transfer rumors. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. On a table of content today, Chelsea, can Chelsea bounce back from their Premier League, who's as we join in live stream and discuss or dissect the Aston Villa FA Cup replay, analyze Mauricio Pochettino's tactics, preview and clash, answers your questions in the most important topic to discuss on the show today. We will be looking at Chelsea's recent struggles and confidence levels. Villa strong form and potential threat against Chelsea in tomorrow's FA Cup game. Mauricio Pochettino tactics and potential lineup against Aston Villa tomorrow. Key players to watch out for on both sides, Aston Villa and Chelsea side. Importance of the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup for Chelsea's season. Also, fan reaction and call-in segment. We're also going to drop the link in there. So if you're there and you feel like joining us on the platform, you're always welcome. Remember, can Chelsea turn things around against Aston Villa? It's a big question I'm asking you, the viewers and the listeners back home. What changes should Mauricio Pochettino make for these replay tight between Aston Villa? Who will be Chelsea's key player in this match? Is Pochettino job on the line against Aston Villa's game? Yes, is his job on the line? It's another big question I'm asking all of you. What are your prediction for the game, whether scoreline or predicted lineup? Let me know what you have in mind in tomorrow's game in the comment section below. I'm very, very happy to be back live again with you guys discussing what we all love most, Chelsea Football Club, and also the upcoming games. We'll be looking at Villa standing in the Premier League and Chelsea standing in the also in the Premier League. Guys, stick with me. Do not go anywhere. I'll be very, very happy to share whatever I have on my stream today and go through in details the nitty-gritty of the big game tomorrow. So yes, we are back again streaming live on Blueclouds Media. My name is Nee, as usual. Always my co-host is Steven, but Steven is not going to be here with us. We're definitely going to see maybe some other streams. So happy days here. Guys, stick with me as I'll be right back in a second. Hello, everybody. Welcome back again. Beautiful people. We are live again on Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. And we are looking at the big game, the preview for the upcoming game tomorrow against Chelsea and Aston Villa. It will be taking place at Villa Park. Big game, big game. Chelsea fans have a lot to talk about. the trajectory or the progress towards this big game. Chelsea fans don't have the confidence, but Chelsea have all to do in the first leg. But they couldn't do it. Chelsea could have finished this tied in the first leg, but Chelsea did not do it. We have so many misses. Some from Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer should have like 2 goals in the first leg against Aston Villa. But then the test is still there. Chelsea are who they are. They have to go to Villa Park and make sure they stamp their authority on the football pitch. But before I get to the nitty-gritty and see the position of both teams, let me get to the comment section below. A big up to my brother Luca. Luca, I just followed you on on X or Twitter, so I can be messaging you back and front, just in case we have to discuss something together. But big up to you, Luca. I hope you're doing very well today, and that all is good. Big up to you, Gula Mustafa, also in the building, and everyone out there. If you're watching, let me know where you're watching the show from. I think it's early days. The stream just started, so 6 minutes in it. Probably later on, the viewers will be joining as time goes on. So we'll be looking at this, like I said, this specific game, how Chelsea can be able. I mean, how Chelsea can stop Aston Villa at Villa Park. Aston Villa are flying very high. If you look at the league table, Aston Villa are on the fourth position with 46 points. Chelsea are on the 11th position with 31 points. Lots of chances have been missed. Chelsea doesn't score many goals. Villa have their right wing and the left wingers, which is attacking players flying. They're playing very, very well. And it will be a nightmare if Chelsea doesn't get over the line. Villa and Chelsea, usually it's not a comparison. It's not a game that we have to sit down and trying to digest and compare who is going to win this game. But in recent times, it's been very, very difficult trying to predict a Chelsea game because of the inconsistency right from beginning of the season. Certain players haven't lived up to expectations, and a lot of players you can count. Raheem Sterling, which is one of the most experienced players in the team, hasn't really lived up to expectation. But is it the time for Chelsea to show the qualities that they have and how much money they spend on the young players? Yes, Caicedo hasn't had his best game. The last game against against Wolves, Caicedo did not have his best game, but Caicedo needs to step up. He's a good player. Would you even say that tactics of Mauricio Pochettino has been one of the problems? I've said this in recent stream, and today I'm here again. Mauricio Pochettino is not going anywhere. To me, I would say if you're gonna sack Poch, it's not gonna help the team. But those two, which is the sporting directors, Winstanley and the other guy, are those that Chelsea hierarchies have to look into and trying to sack those guys first, because they have brought all these players in. I'm not saying the players they brought in are bad players, but the balance is not right for Mauricio Pochettino to work with. Did he have a say in this number of players that Chelsea brought in? I'm not so sure if he did have a say. Chelsea have gone very young, youth, arguably you say potential. They spend so much money on potential. They're not the finished article yet, and it will take time for them to gel. But then the news is the club is still supporting Mauricio Pochettino. I'm not surprised they are, because they will assess this month's performance or assess him during the summer. But should things go worse, who will be the managers that can come in and fill the gap for Mauricio Pochettino if things go so bad? Poch have to win the Carabao Cup. It is very, very important, and it will help his season if indeed he wants to get the fans of Chelsea supporting him. Remember, Pochettino has to remember that he hasn't really been accepted as one of them. I mean, if I say one of them, as Chelsea fans haven't really accepted Mauricio Pochettino as one of them until he goes ahead and win a trophy for Chelsea fans, and then they can accept and say, okay, he is one of us. He is indeed one of us here. So let's look at the league table, and then we can tell what Aston Villa are all about in tomorrow's fixture. Guys, if you're watching us live, wherever you're watching us from, please do not forget to also drop a like on this wonderful stream, the most captivating fan channel on YouTube that allows every fan base to come on and have a say. We don't discriminate on this platform. It's open for all to come in and have a say. So, like I said, I will look into the league table and see where Aston Villa sits at this moment. Like I said, it sits fourth on the league table, and they score goals for fun. Yes, they do score goals for fun. So if Chelsea want to be able to get over the line, get to the next stage in the FA Cup tie, then they have to make sure that all those little chances they get, they make sure they bury it. Could you also say that the Chelsea sending Detro Fafana to Burnley was also a mistake? Could you say that? Because I was thinking, look, if we have Nicholas Jackson, who is struggling, David Washington is not ready yet. The guy is not ready. So if Washington is not ready, who could you have to come in and support if Jackson is not scoring and you want to put a striker down in that middle? Maybe Fofana could be the answer to it. But then Chelsea saw it otherwise to send him to Burnley. And his debut, he scored 2 goals. And I'm very happy for Detro Fofana. I'm very, very happy. And they are one of the players that I think that if Todd Bowley or maybe one of the signings that I think that it will go on to be, a positive signing for the football club. That is how I think it could happen. All right, let me share the league table here. All right, so this is a table. I'm not sure if you guys can see it clearly. If you can see it clearly, maybe let me zoom it in a little bit. What is this? Some ad. All right, so I got it off. So if you look at the league table right now, this is a full league table. This is the full league table, and Liverpool on top, Manchester City second position with Arsenal third position, Aston Villa fourth, and where is Chelsea? Where is Chelsea? All the way down there on the fifth. Chelsea are 11th with just 31 points. So the languishing down in the middle of it. They've turned themselves into a mid-table team, which. Something has to be done. Mauricio Pochettino hasn't helped himself at all. And we did discuss the comments of Bella Silva also yesterday, but I don't want to get straight into it. Bella Silva, to be honest with you, she has been with his husband for a long, long time. And everywhere they go, when Thiago Silva went to the Russian league, is it German? And I think the Russian league, she was there with Thiago Silva. She was supporting Thiago Silva. So she has a lot of influence in Thiago Silva's life till now. When Thiago Silva went to Paris Saint-Germain, she was with Thiago Silva. Everywhere Thiago Silva goes, she supports the husband, heavily. So we shouldn't take what Bella Silva said very, very. We should take it seriously, but you don't have to take it seriously because this is a woman that supports the husband very, very well. And if you be honest, to yourself, you can tell absolutely what she said was really spot on. There's a lot of problem going on at Chelsea Football Club, and things need to change. But it's not the change of a manager what I will fight for. I wouldn't go in for a change of a manager at this moment in time, but things can get better. Things can get better with the right tactics. And what I heard yesterday, what I was reading yesterday, is it looks like Mauricio Pochettino might end up going to a back three, which will be a 3-4-3 3-4-3 formation. And with a 3-4-3 formation, it means that Poch either he's not utilizing his wingers very well. He's not utilizing his attacking players. But when he was even utilizing his attacking players, were they scoring? Another question that we have to ask. Were his attacking players really scoring? It's a big question that we're asking here. Big up to I123, love you forever in the building. She said, hello, Nick Zion. I'm joining you on my lunch today. I hope everyone doing well today. Absolutely. For now, I'll say all the viewers are doing wonderful. Luca in the house, Gulam Mustafa also in the building, and myself, I'm doing wonderful. How about you? I hope you're doing well to yourself. Thank you very much for asking. of how we do. Not everyone that cares, but I know you do care all the time. You show up anytime I'm live. Thank you very much as usual. I123 love you forever. We go on. I've asked a few questions. What changes should Pochettino make in the replay? Well, if you look at the previous games, let me go to the previous game and see the matches that we have. Chelsea against I think Wolverhampton. Let's look at tactical wise. Okay, let's look into that. I think I'll go back again once and I'll look at the games. Bear with me, guys. I'm using the OneFootball app website. Trying to look into the matches. Was it yesterday or Sunday? I think it was Sunday. So yeah, we'll look at it. We're gonna look at the 4-2-3-1 formation that Chelsea has been playing all the time, and now. So in this formation, if Chelsea have to play a 3-4-3 formation, it means that we're gonna end up having maybe we're going to end up having Thiago Silva, Disasi, and Malo Gusto playing at the back three. So Chilwell will be moving up forward a little bit. And then also we're going to end up having either Caicedo. So if we have a 3-4, Gallagher will maintain his position. Caicedo probably maintain his position. If I was Mauricio Pochettino, I am going to maintain Gallagher in that deep role, because Gallagher offensively, he doesn't give you much. I'll probably see if I push Caicedo out front, can he do a little bit more than what Enzo Fernandez has been doing? Can he get goals? Because he's got some power shots in his legs. But the thing that we were struggling with, if Gallagher found himself up in that role, Gallagher is not consistent in terms of his shooting rate is not accurate. So I've seen a lot of Caicedo shots are very, very accurate. Can we put Caicedo in that room, put Gallagher down? Well, you can say also Enzo Fernandez not good in that aspect also. Okay, drop Gallagher down and put drop Gallagher. Where are you gonna put? It's very, very confusing. I don't even know what I'm saying here. I don't even know what I'm saying if you have to play 4-3 formation. All right, let me see again. Where will the support coming from? Ben Chilwell on the left-hand side with Raheem Sterling. Ben Chilwell and then leaving Thiago Silva, Disasi, and maybe Gusta playing the back the back three. And then overloading the midfield with 5 players and 1 attacker. That is what Chelsea will be looking to do over here. Very confusing. Very confusing. What would that 3-4-3 work for Chelsea? We have to see, because I remember during the time of Antonio Conte at Chelsea, he was playing with a back 4. He realized that things wasn't working. Then all of a sudden he switched from the back 4 to a back 3, and that was the magic. That was the change of Chelsea's season. We started winning games after game after game after game. So I would think that it doesn't hurt if he switched to a back 3. It wouldn't hurt. Let's try and see if maybe the back 3 can get the best out of these players. That's what I can say right now. I got 2 more minutes, and because we're gonna run this show for just half an hour, half of an hour, and I'll drop the link in there within the next minute to go. So if you're there and you feel like you want to contribute towards the show, feel free to contribute. That's fine. You can feel free to drop your prediction in there, and who will change, who will be changed, who will be key players in this Chelsea's match against Aston Villa tomorrow. Let me go back to tomorrow FA Cup game. I'm going to go back again so we can see if there is if they're able to come up with any predicted lineup for Chelsea's game. So tomorrow. All right. I hope they come up with something. If not, then there isn't nothing there at this moment. There isn't nothing there. So I just go with the formation that we have. Okay. There isn't any predicted right now, so I'll go with the same formation that Chelsea played on Sunday against Aston Villa. You know, players to look out for. I would say Chelsea have to be very, very careful with Oli Watkins. The guy has a pace he has a pace of an Olympic athlete. He is that fast. Leo Bentley also on the right hand side is also very, very fast. And Chelsea have to look into those players and how can we match them. Malo Gusto has to be on his game. Ben Chilwell has to be on his game. They don't have to switch off. The pairing, the understanding between Thiago Silva, Disasi should be spot on against Aston Villa. Gusto also should be spot on. If the miscommunication come like we saw against Wolves, Chelsea will gonna concede a lot of goals if there is misunderstanding in tomorrow's game. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez have to lift up their game because those guys. I don't want to talk about price tag. Price tag is something that I don't want to dwell on. It's been a thing in the past. Forget about the price tag. Let's focus on talent. People said, Enzo Fernandez is not really that good enough. Maybe he's very good in the World Cup squad that he was playing in the World Cup. He's playing with elite players, but he's still very young. He has a long way to go, and he's still developing and learning. So Enzo Fernandez still need time to develop. Raheem Sterling is, to me, the most disappointing player of the whole Chelsea squad. The most disappointing player because a lot is expected from this young player. A lot is expected from him, and he hasn't pulled up. He hasn't done justice to his performance so far. So Raheem Sterling, to me, he need to do a lot more for Chelsea. Gallagher, one of the most experienced players in the team. Also very young, but he's got a lot of experience, but still very young. Palmer, revolution. Palmer is a revelation to Chelsea this season. The most, I would say, the best player. It's not even debatable. It's not debatable. He has hit double digits yesterday. I think I have that thing on my table. The statistics of Cole Palmer. Recording, I think it's been the number of goals that he has scored so far for Chelsea. And who thought that Palmer was going to be Chelsea's best player of the season? Very, very smart move for Chelsea. So Cole Palmer in there, I'm not surprised to see Cole Palmer being the best player for Chelsea. But like I said, the players that we have to look in for. I've talked about formation. We yet to see another new tactics implemented by Mauricio Pochettino. Back three, can that happen? If that happens, or something new that we're going to see. And how important is this FA Cup and the Carabao Cup for Mauricio Pochettino and Chelsea Football Club? Like I've said it many times, the season hasn't gone well for Chelsea. But if Chelsea can secure the Carabao Cup, I'm not thinking much about the FA Cup because the big guys are still in there, which Chelsea at this moment I wouldn't call them the big guys because where they are, they're not showing their wealth to be one of the big guys out there. But how can Chelsea season go better? It's only by winning the FA Cup. And playing the FA Cup against Liverpool, Chelsea have a chance. Liverpool, let me tell you, Liverpool are not that great. They are inconsistent, but better than Chelsea. Liverpool are also inconsistent, but better than Chelsea. Chelsea were that bad against Liverpool. But look at how Arsenal played against Liverpool. They did the better job against Liverpool. And Chelsea can do the same thing. In the first leg at Stamford Bridge, and I know that's an old game, maybe Liverpool did not have all the players at that time. But if Chelsea played bets as much as they played in the first leg, to be honest with you, I think they have a chance against Liverpool in the finals. That is how Chelsea can define their season, by winning the FA Cup. It's very, very important. All right, so yeah, I think it's time now to drop the link in there. Oh, big up to 1207 in the building. 1207. It's always nice to see returning subscribers and viewers of this platform, people that really follow and support the channel. very well. 1207 is all the way back in Asia, but still support the channel. Thank you very much, 1207. Guys, so if you have a chance, just share the stream for me on any other social media platform. And Lord Vipination, isn't the back three rumors true? That is what I've heard and I read about it. I only believe it when Mauricio Pochettino, switched from the back four to back three. That's the only time that I will believe it, Lord. That's the only time that I will believe it. But if it hasn't happened, it's going to be very hard to believe it. But I've read it. I always say to people, in every rumor there is a little bit of truth. We can't believe everything, but there could be maybe some discussion with Mauricio Pochettino and maybe Jesus Perez somewhere, and they believe that why wouldn't they make make a change and see if they can help the team? Maybe they might switch to a back three to see if it's going to help the rest of the season for Mauricio Pochettino to save his job. But then if they don't try any other options and they keep going with the same style, then I don't think it's right. We should have a plan B. Where is the plan B? We've always seen a plan A. We haven't seen a plan B for Chelsea. If that style is not working, what are you relying on? Have you seen, guys, have you ever seen a plan B? Has Chelsea ever put up a plan B? Let me know if you've seen a plan B. I'll be very happy. You can share with me. That's why we're here. Lord, okay, thank you. Lord, I don't talk since I didn't. He says I didn't talk the whole day to anyone. That's how my mood has become because of this Chelsea FC. I apologize, my brother. Look, 1207. I'm very very sorry. How Chelsea how Chelsea is tormenting your days so far. But please keep supporting. This is the time that the team need more of our support. But 1207. Don't give up. He said, bro. Poch has to go. 1207. Let me say this to you. We've had so many managers in the past. We've sacked them as a help since the beginning of these new owners. And I'm not saying the new owners are the problem. No, I'm not saying new owners took Chelsea when Chelsea was being sanctioned. If you can remember, Chelsea was being sanctioned when the new owners took over the job. So with that one, I wouldn't say the new owners are the problem or anything. The new owners took in when Chelsea were under sanction. They were selling the football club, no business. Nothing was going on. The place was all dry. But I'm telling you, since the new owners came in, Lampard has been there, right? Lampard came in there. Did he help? Did he help the team? No. Graham Potter also came in. Did he help the team? No. Tuchel also gone. Did he help the team? No. Mauricio Pochettino is also in. Has he helped the team? No. We are the same. Chelsea is where they are since the new owners came in. And the new owners trying to refresh everything, trying to start everything afresh with new philosophy, new process of the football club. So, sacking the manager, I understand the manager hasn't helped himself. There hasn't been any progressive from beginning to now. It's like we have 2 step up front, then 1 step back, 2 step forward, sometimes 2 step back, or either 2 step up front, 1 step back. So what I'm saying is it doesn't have to do changing the manager all the time. That will help the problem. Who are you even going to go for? Jose Mourinho. You think Jose will come in and take it right now? If Jose is willing to come in and take it, we're all for it. But will it help the team? It will take Jose also time for him to understand how these players' way of thinking and trying to, put them into his style of play. It will take time. I think only Jose can save us now because these young players have to understand that understand what the culture is of Chelsea. These players are not bad, but manager and staff is making them look bad. To me, yeah, I agree with you. There are good players. They are really good players, but I think the direction of the team, which hasn't helped the players. Bro, come on again. Wolves Wolves, that two, okay, at home is unacceptable. Okay, Chelsea conceded 4 goals against Wolves. But look, Wolves are a difficult team to beat. Look at beginning of the season. They were unlucky to win against. They were unlucky. They almost won against Manchester United. They almost won against Arsenal also. So Wolves, to be honest with you, with all due respect, I know Chelsea, bigger name, but Wolves have a formidable and a team than Chelsea. Chelsea don't have a team. That is why the inconsistency is there. Chelsea don't have a team. Wolves have a team. So no matter how you flip the pancake, there's always two sides. Remember that. If you flip it, some side will be a little bit darker than the other side. It's the same thing with Chelsea. Compare Chelsea to Wolves. Wolves, I know it's uncomparable in terms of trophy, and I'm not talking about trophy. I'm talking about this season. Wolves have a better team than Mauricio Pochettino's Chelsea. Let's get that right. So it's not always about the name. It's about who you're playing against. Do they have a formidable team? And compare yourself. Chelsea have name players, but they don't have a formidable team to play football games. It says, bro, with this flow, we might get relegated. No. 12-7 Chelsea can never be relegated. Oh, what are you talking about? Chelsea can never get relegated, bro. Chelsea can never get relegated, bro. Your team, a team that is playing he's playing a Copa del Rey. Would I say Copa del Rey? Carabao Cup finals? No, bro. Chelsea can never forget about relegation. That can never happen. Chelsea can never go on relegation. No. It will never happen, bro. It will never happen. 12-7. That can never happen. It says 12-7. So come on, man. It has been some. It has been some for 2 years now. Yes, it is. It's been 2 years now, and we keep changing managers. But has it helped? What's the percentage rate that you think that Jose comes in and Jose can produce the magic? I understand we all believe in Jose. But what is the percentage rate that Jose can change things dramatically as soon as he gets to Chelsea? It's not there. He has to come and steady the ship, just like others have done in the past. He has to come, steady the ship, and it will take him a month or a month and a half to be able to start getting consistency. He might work. First thing he will do is to stop the team from conceding goals after goals, and then right there he starts working his way out from the midfield to the attacking role. That's what Jose will do. He will stop the league for Chelsea to stop conceding goals. Because people believe in him. Jose believe also, tactical defensive role. Okay, 12-7 said that you never know, man. Even I believe Chelsea can never finish 10th position, but we are. Let's wait and see. You can't tell. You never know. Just like you said, you never know. And I don't know myself, but with the time will tell. Guys, if you have any, we have just 8 minutes. We're running the show for just 40 minutes, guys. 40 minutes for the preview today. Usually preview, I don't want to prolong it because I want others to watch it. If you do a long video and people see it, they don't really want to watch it. If you do a short video, people watch it. So I just keep it within 40 minutes. 40 minutes. So guys, I've dropped the link in there. The link is in the description below. Click on it and then come over here and let us know what your thoughts are on tomorrow's game. How can Mauricio Pochettino win a game against a flying side, the high flying side, Aston Villa? Unai Emery's side have been very, very good. They got pacey attacking the wingers. If you look at Leon Bailey on the right hand side, and if you look at Oli Watkins to the left hand side, it's very, very terrific to watch, and they have the pace. 12-7 said, bro, with the sporting directors, too many persons taking the decision, we will go nowhere. Yeah, I've talked about the sporting directors. 12-7, you are spot on. They haven't done Chelsea any good. If you look at the negotiation between Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, and I think Cucurella, if I could remember. I don't think they were there when Cucurella was here. But then I'll say the negotiation between between Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo, they were the guys between making those deals, and those deals Chelsea overpaid, especially a player that Chelsea were, Liverpool were willing to buy a player for 15 million. That's Enzo Fernandez. They were willing to buy him for 15 million before Chelsea went in. And I don't really remember if there was a release clause on Enzo Fernandez. That is what triggered the amount to go to 120 million. But I've also said this on this platform. Sometimes it is 120 million, but it could be that 20 millions are all add-ons. If Enzo Fernandez doesn't perform his tax, doesn't win the Premier League with Chelsea or win the Champions League with Chelsea, it means that it's not going to be 120 million. It's going to be maybe 100 million. So sometimes the players' price tag are huge, but there are other components that makes that price rise up to that level. 1207, thank you very much, says that even our sister club is ahead of us. Come on, man. But look, you can't compare Strasbourg to Chelsea. It's the Farmers League. We can't compare the Strasbourg, French league to this, the Premier League. Premier League is different. The reason why the Premier League has been one of the best league in the world is anyone can beat anyone at any given time. Man City can be defeated by Burnley or maybe Luton Town. Arsenal can be defeated by maybe Crystal Palace or someone else in the bottom of the league. Why do you think is the most watched league in the world? Because it's unpredictable. You cannot predict the English Premier League. It is just a recent times, the past 3 years, where we can predict who is going to win it. But in the past 5-10 years, you cannot predict who is winning the Premier League every season. It is always predictable in the Spanish league. It is always predictable in the German Bundesliga. Always predictable in the French league. PSG wins it in the French league. Bayern Munich will win it in the Bundesliga. And either Real Madrid or Barcelona wins it in the Spanish league. Very predictable. Or maybe you can go to Celtic, the Scottish league, and maybe Celtic is winning it. Or maybe you can go to the where else again I can talk about. So yeah, the Premiership is not predictable. It's not that easy to predict, and people think even Liverpool, even this season, some say Liverpool can win it, some say Manchester City can win it, and even who is on top of the league? Is it Arsenal? Arsenal, the guys on top of the league, but still, people are not giving them the odds to win it. So it is a difficult thing trying to win the Premier League. It's not that easy. So a Strasbourg can be better, but then this is the Premier League. Everybody, lots of fans, and also I've heard that the Premier League will be sitting down trying to change certain things in terms of financial fair play, how much Premier League clubs can spend in every year. So let's say, according to what I was reading, if your money that you spend for a year on FFP, from what I'm trying to understand, what I read very well, if I can get the whole understanding very well. Let's say if a club is spending 200 players, it means that you have to spend almost about 70%, which would be maybe 150 on a player, on your players. So if Chelsea spends 700, it means that Chelsea have to spend almost about is it 650, something like that on players. So it's not that easy. They have to change certain things to be able to help the football clubs. Yes. And they have to change things to help the football clubs, because a lot of the clubs are struggling. Newcastle is struggling. Everton are struggling. Aston Villa are struggling. And I think that I have to find someone who really understands this very, very well to bring on the show to try and explain what is going on in terms of the Premier League. Sitting down with the Premier League teams, trying to change the. Let me see what I can find here. Maybe I can get that news for you guys whilst we are still live, real quick. All right, better this way. I can get it here. Perfect. All right. So yeah, this is what we have today. It says the Premier League clubs are meeting later this week to discuss replacing profit and sustainability rules with new financial fair play regulations. So yes, they are trying to change things for the Premier League football club. Let me see what 1207 is dropping a lot of questions here. It says no, it says so no Carbon Boys will be there in the squad, right? Um, no Carbon Boys at this moment. From what we have here on the screen, yeah, there's still gonna be Carbon Boys. There's still gonna be Gallagher in the squad. I don't know. I'm sure Gallagher will be kept in the squad. Gallagher will be kept there. I'm not so sure about Liverpool. Probably, I'm not so sure if he's going to return in today's game, in tomorrow's game. Since this Todd Bowley have to understand, this is not America. This is England. This is Chelsea Football Club. I'm sure he does. He does. 1207. He does understand the terrain. It's just that they are moving to a different. They've done a mistake from beginning where they were buying so many players themselves. But after they realized that they have to bring in people that understand the job, that can do the job better. That is why they hired Paul. I think Paul Will Stanley and Lawrence Stewart. Those two guys were the guys supposed to, manage things. Let me see if I can find a picture of those guys there. If not, we'll move on. But yeah, those two guys are supposed to be held responsible, in my opinion. Those are the guys that were supposed to be held responsible. Guys, please do me a favor. We are still live. We still got 11 or 12 of you watching live on Facebook. We're streaming live. Fortunately for us, we're streaming live on 3 platforms at the same time. We're streaming live on YouTube, live on X, and also Facebook. So wherever you're watching us from, please, it helps the channel goes in the distance. Your man here, the best way you can help me on my platform is by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. So don't forget to drop a like on the video, and share the stream for me. So let's do that. In a second. 1, 2, 3, 5 seconds. Let's click on the link and then drop the link on our Facebook platform. So those that support Chelsea or even like football, they will tune in. And I love rival fans. 12/7, you know me. You guys that are watching, you know me, that I love rival fans because I love different opinion. So that's just by the way, guys. That's just by the way. Guys, please drop your predicted 11 if you have any, or your scoreline if you have any. Chelsea are thinking of going for a back three. Do you think it's a right idea? It's a good idea for Chelsea to move from the back four to a back three? To me, I want them to try it. If it works, voila. If it works, because I want to see a plan B. Todd Bowley, this no. Look, at 12/7. Look, I know you're very, very passionate. You're very, very passionate, but let's look at that choice of words. Todd Bowley, remember, he's a family man. He's got family just like you have family. And remember, if somebody call you a bastard, you get what I'm saying? It's the fact that he's taking over Chelsea Football Club and trying to manage the football club, trying to make the football club successful again, doesn't mean we, the fan base, should disrespect him. We can't do that. I don't support, violence, and I don't support disrespect. I support, good stuff. You get what I'm saying? That is the kind of person I am. And I'm just not happy if people call people names. You get what I'm saying? 12/7. 12/7, I know you're better. You're better than this, bro. Come on, man. Says, bro, what's your formation for tomorrow? My formation for tomorrow, according to what is on the screen that I've already shared with you guys. Look, in this formation here, I'm never gonna put Enzo Fernandez in the deep line role to defend. I won't put Enzo Fernandez in this role. Enzo Fernandez is defensive liability very high. He doesn't defend very well. So I'll just put him out front and put Gallagher here. If you have to play with a back four, you get what I'm saying? If you have to play with a back four, I'm keeping Enzo Fernandez up front. Because they still want to play him. Mauricio Pochettino still wants to play Enzo Fernandez. And if Enzo Fernandez, he wants to play him, I won't put him in a defensive role because he doesn't listen. Sometimes he thinks he's too good to play in that role. What do I do? I feel like sometimes he feels he's too big to play in that role, and he walks away from Caicedo. Let me show you a picture of what I'm trying to talk about here on the screen in the previous screen, and this is what I'm talking about. The reason why I'm suggesting that okay, I have a series of images that I'm trying to share with you here. Look at this position here. Enzo Fernandez is Enzo Fernandez up here. Is in no man's land. He's not marking his man. He's far away from his man, and he's the guy supposed to be defended. You get what I'm saying? He's supposed to be defended. Caseta is not there either. But one goes up and one is supposed to understand. This understanding is not there between these two guys. Okay, now I think I've seen this one here too. Oh, there's another one also I want to show you. Maybe that one will be better. Um, is it this one? Okay, guys, look at the midfield. This is against Liverpool in the Liverpool at Anfield. This is against Liverpool. Look at the midfield. That is Moses Caicedo here. Look at what Enzo Fernandez is. He's supposed to be around somewhere here, dropping down. He doesn't have to drop. He's supposed to be in the defensive midfielder in the pivot with Caicedo. But look at Enzo Fernandez. We are being outnumbered in the midfield. The midfield is not there. Enzo is far away. So imagine Thiago Silva is trying to progress with the ball. It means that he has to go sideways. He has to find Malo Gusto here, or he has to look for Badishia on this side, or have to look for Thiago Silva, whoever is. I think that here was Ben Chilwell. He has to go around this way. That's how we play sideways. But if Enzo Fernandez find himself closer to the midfield, he can receive the ball from Thiago. I mean, either Moses Caicedo and progress with the ball. But this guy is always far away from his position. This is a build-up play. Chelsea's trying to build up from the back, and the build-up involved the defensive midfield, the DMs. DMs have to drop a little bit deeper to receive the ball and start the build-up. But Enzo Fernandez is not there. So that is why I will not keep Enzo Fernandez in that deep row, because he is a liability. He doesn't defend well. So my formation, I don't know. For now, I don't know. I wouldn't. I will keep the same 4-3-2-1 formation. But if Poch wants to change things, let him try the 4 and 3 at the back and see if that works. But that's a high-profile game against Villa. It's not now that we are going to do a testing. Would I say we're going to try to test formation against Liverpool, against Aston Villa. It's a big game tomorrow. All right, 1207 said I miss Roman Abramovich. What days they were? If Roman, we had Poch will be 20% sack in December. You're talking about Roman Abramovich was great. He was a great manager, but some of his struggles that we have also, Roman Abramovich was one of them. And I know I'll explain that. Let me finish it with the I'll explain why I'm saying some of the problems that we have right now. Roman Abramovich is also part of it. I think we might go with the 3-4-3 formation. Let's hope and see. It's very difficult to tell who Poch is going to play. Very, very unpredictable, Poch. In Kuku's also good. Will be good in that role. But yeah, he'll be returning. I haven't even talked about the injury so far. In Kuku, bro, I think a 3-4-3 will work for us. Let's hope and see, guy. We haven't seen Chelsea producing any would I say plan B yet. So we yet to see it. Chelsea has the same issue as Man United used to have with build up. Bro, tell why players looking less confident with the supporting staff doing. Should I tell you why, or you want to know why? And why is Modric inviting a fan for 1v1 for okay one. Yeah, I've seen what you're talking about. There was some kind of a tweet on Instagram. It says 1v1 if you beat a man or I beat a man, I'll give you $1,000 or something like that. Modric, he's a player, a very, very young player. A very, very young player. Also, he's not. Mauricio Pochettino is not helping me, and he's also not helping himself. What I've realized with Modric find it difficult when he's playing against low blocks. He cannot beat a man one on one. So people say, okay, it looks like he forgot how to play football. He's struggling beating one on one, especially low blocks, but he's very good when he's playing with a team with a high line because he rely more on his pace than his ability of playing the man on taking the man on 1v1. So Modric rely more on his pace, but it takes time the coaching, so he doesn't rely on the pace alone. A little bit, he does the same thing that Raheem Sterling does, but Sterling is a little better than Modric. You get what I'm saying? A little better than Modric. So it takes time. If sometimes I don't get it, he plays very well today, and the following game they take him out. If you keep doing that with a young player of Modric, Mihailo Modric's caliber, it will take forever for him to develop to become that player that he wants to. You get what I'm saying? Because it kills his confidence. It feels like, what did I do wrong? Maybe I have a stinker in that game, but I want the coach to trust in me and keep believing in me. But if that belief is not there, it becomes very difficult for a young player of Modric, who I think is either 21 or 20 years old, to be able to go up to become that world-class player that Chelsea want to see from him. So big up to you. Gulam Mustafa said 3-4-3 is a gamble. To be honest, tactical play improves the game. Yes, 3-4-3 helps to give wingers a chance to explore attack. But the 3-4-3 style, Chelsea should be good in counter attacking. That is something that Chelsea has been lacking. When we counter, we don't score. When Chelsea go on the counter, they don't get it. So it's something that Chelsea also will be looking out for. Maybe that will give so much chance to the attacking players. And also remember, it also limits the attacking players, because you're going to end up bringing more defenders. Because when you're playing with when you're playing the 3-4-3, remember you're having more defense in your midfield. You're loading more defenders because you're going to end up having a defender as a winger. So we're going to see, people don't like seeing Ben Chilwell playing as a wing. Well, here we are. We're going to see Ben Chilwell playing as a winger because he has to defend. He has to drop deep and help the wingers. That is when you don't like a 3-4-3 formation. Marcus Alonso, remember, I think under series of managers, either he played and was he? Alonso played. I think Marcus Alonso played under Sarri, right? He played under Sarri and he played under this Italian manager who went to Tottenham Hotspur. I can't remember his name. If I can, what's his name? It came from Juventus, Italian manager. He came to Chelsea, then he came to Tottenham Hotspur. Someone help me with his name. Well, maybe later. Yeah, and Marcus Alonso. See how effective Marcus Alonso was. Marcus Alonso was very, very effective in that role. But we sold Marcus Alonso and we brought him Marco Cucurella, which he was nowhere anywhere compare, anywhere looks like how Marcus Alonso was. Marcus Alonso can provide you with lots of goals in the 18. Marcus Alonso is also a dead ball specialist. Free kicks, perfect. Set pieces, perfect. Look how he's go against in Tottenham Hotspur in the FA Cup during Wembley in the finals. Perfect, spot on. Alonso, brilliant player, but we sold him. And I understand the model has to be young players, but sometimes the blend would have been the best, and so the direction beginning wasn't spot on. Okay. C 1207 says, "See, man, we are missing Timo Werner because Sterling playing style is going along with ball. Cut back for most of the part he goes for the goal. Our pass to other players. I don't think we're missing Timo Werner. Timo Werner is also another reliability. He also relies so much on his pace. Timo Werner have difficulties taking a man on, and the way we play, you don't want to have Timo Werner in there. He doesn't score goals. Even when it came to Tottenham Hotspurs, he's giving them the same thing that he was doing at Chelsea. But maybe the style of Hotspurs, which they play with the high line, suits him much more better than being at Chelsea, if I should put it that way. But still hasn't scored that many goals. You get what I mean? So while Timo Werner takes all the balls wider position than he also cuts back not that much. We can expect a good assist from him, but we cannot expect goal from him. The same thing then, why wouldn't you prioritize more on Jackson? Jackson does the same thing. He cuts back. He does more than Timo Werner will give you. The build-up play is also in there. Big up to you, my Manchester United fans tuning in today. Very, very happy. I have 3 Manchester United strong fans on this channel. Herbert and my man over here tuning in. It says the Banter Club. No, I'm not so sure you're here to banter me on the channel. No. Chelsea will be better. Chelsea will be better, and will be better again. Manchester United have struggled this season, but it will take time. Erik ten Hag is doing as much as he can, and it's not Ten Hag's fault. It is how Manchester United has been run. And if people are throwing so much, I will blame Erik ten Hag a little bit on the players that he brought in. Have you get the best out of your goalkeeper? The goalkeeper hasn't been good. I think it's a waste of money on Onana. I think Anthony is also a waste of money. So there, Erik ten Hag has to take the blame there a little bit. He has to take some of the blame. But he is a good manager. It will take time, but he will better. Players like Scott McTominay has to go. They're not good enough for Manchester United. I know what's his name again is some of the players have left, but then you guys have to invest more. It will take time. Ten Hag is not a bad manager, but it will take time. So thank you very much, my United fans who just joined and dropping, guys. If you're guys, the link is right there. It don't matter what fan are you. If you're a Manchester United fan, Liverpool fan, Arsenal fan, click on it, join us on the platform. Let us know what your thoughts are on Chelsea Football Club or what your thoughts are on tomorrow's game if you're a Chelsea fan. So please, the link is right there. Click on it. It's always there for the fans, the viewers to click on it. So Timo Werner Timo is more of a banner. He lacks finishing. Jackson is better. I know Chelsea fans are pissed with Timo Werner. Timo going on 6 months loan deal for Tottenham Hotspurs. I think he would like to stay when his loan deal is done. 1207 said, do you see that sister? That sitter missed by Jackson. What a ball from Gusto to Jackson. That was basic for any striker in the world. This made Gusto mad, frustrated. Let me tell you there. I know. For now, I'm not expecting much from Nicholas Jackson. I'm not expecting goals, but when he have his days, he will score the goals. But I'm just taking his contribution. He contributes a lot. Nicholas Jackson's contribution in the game is way better. That's what you have to take from him. He's also raw. Remember, in the African Cup of Nations, he doesn't start for Senegal. He comes from the bench. So it will take him time to be able to play. I'm not comparing him to Drogba. I'm not comparing him to Drogba. It took Drogba time also. It took Drogba time to understand the English game, understand the philosophy of Jose Mourinho to start playing better. So, guys, so we're still there. We got 13 of you watching live on YouTube. Guys, do not forget, it's very important. That's how much you can help me on this channel, on the platform from others. That's how the algorithm works. The more you guys drop a like on the video and the more you subscribe, it's help the algorithm and YouTube to send the video out to more people. So Thank you everyone that is supporting the channel from that distance. I know I'm gonna definitely gonna have a Scala in the building. Eric Ten Hag is very good manager. He will 100% shine in upcoming weeks. Let's see. I think that like I've said, certain players have to move on. If if Manchester United is gonna be a Manchester United again, Rashford, they have to move Rashford on because he is becoming toxic. He is not setting example for these young players. Scott McTominay also they have to move him on. Anthony is not good enough for Manchester United. Unana is also not good enough for Manchester United. So you're talking about 4 or 5 key players that have to move away from Manchester United before United can be better again. Because people are looking at these old players or maybe experienced players at the football club, and if you have a player like Rashford who move away, who runs and go and party and get drunk on the day that he knows the team has a game the following day, and he does that. That should tell you that he doesn't even really respect and regard the football club in any way. Big up to you, Oli, for dropping a like on the video on Facebook. Thank you very much, Oli. It's always a pleasure. Nice to see you. Do you agree with the recent Hazard statement? I haven't seen Hazard's statement. I haven't seen it. But if you've seen it, can you share with me? And I can give you my opinion on Hazard's statement. Good. Scala, Herbert, welcome back again to the show. What brought you on today?
Yeah, can you
Scala, are
hear
you
me?
there? I can hear you now. Say, I can hear you.
Yeah. Uh, Obviously, the fall off Chelsea. That's probably the most debated, uh, I guess, thing which is being discussed. So yeah. I
They
mean,
have.
I saw Poch's press conference, and he's saying that the owners, they have all the faith and they're all in together. So he's asking fans to have patience because it takes time. So yeah, I'm not really sure because if you have spent that kind of money, the problem with Chelsea is that no one is performing. If you look at your starting 11, except for Cole Palmer,
Mhm.
all the other 10 players, including the goalkeeper, they're not at it. And you cannot blame all of them. Sometimes you have to look at the manager
Yeah.
because one or two play, if 5 or 6 players are playing well and the other four are not, you can say that's down to them. But if only one player is delivering consistent performances, that's Cole Palmer, and others are, flopping, yeah, you start have to questioning Pochettino. So, and I always tell you, like, he has no connection with Chelsea. He's an ex-Tottenham manager, so he won't get that same sympathy which, Mourinho or any other past manager will get. So, yeah, man, I think his days are numbered because if Todd Bowley, if I look at this guy, one thing with Chelsea that you can guarantee that they are a serious football club. You know, whether their decisions, or the appointments are successful or not, they make that appointment at least. Your there is ambition at the club. So if that's not working with Pochettino, I won't be surprised if he's sacked. You know, so yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. Had a call coming in. Apologize for the inconvenience. Big up to you, Andy. Andy, thank you very much. And nice to have another Liverpool fans. Today we've seen more of rival fans. And I love see, like I said, I love rival fans because I always like to hear from them. So Andy, the link is right there. Andy, a Liverpool fan. I want you to be part of our community. We discuss everything association football and also a lot about Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, and even we are talking about Manchester United at this moment in a few minutes ago, which 1207 believe that United will come good. And I've outlined certain players that if United have to stand up again as being United, these key players that they have to let them go. I talk about Rashford, also who's not leading by example. I also talk about Scott McTominay, the goalkeeper Onana, and who did I talk about? Rice Holland will be better. He'll be a good player in the future. He will come good later. But then Anthony is also one of them. I'm not sure if my brother Scala still believe and have faith in Anthony. Big up to you, Hassan. Hassan, thank you very much for joining us here on YouTube. Do not forget to, if it's your first time joining us on this platform, Hassan, please like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel and be part of the community. We stream each and every day, and we drop the link. The fans, this channel is really created for the fans, for you to have a say. So Hassan, if you're there and you like talking and you know you're good, you don't have to worry about your accent. No one discriminate on this platform. Come on, click on it and then drop your 12 cents on this platform. Beautiful today. Big up to you, Ellison. Today, wonderful day. I have 1207 joining me on the show today. Happy days, 1207. Let me take some few pieces from 1207.
Hi,
I'll go back
Manny.
to
How are
Scala.
you?
Not
Can you
too
hear
bad,
me?
my brother. Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah, man. So bad days are going.
I know.
Yeah, what
It's
to
been
do?
you always the guy in the comment section, right? AJ, big up to you, AJ, and Hassan is over this. Hassan said Chelsea fan, subscribe. Okay, thank you very much, Hassan. Let me 1207. First time hearing from you today. It's been a while, guys. 1207, drop it. What do you think is going on at Chelsea right now? Everybody wants to hear you. Feel free,
I
bro.
think, man, these
Yeah.
players are just lost it. They
Mm-hmm.
have got no directions. Even you see about the
Yeah.
Caicedo guy, he's a world class player. If
Yeah.
a club like Liverpool are bidding on him, 100% he got something right. So actually, the players are world class player, talented players, but the manager has put in them in such a situation that they are feeling the pressure. Even you see Caicedo, 3 4 players are pressing on him, right, and he couldn't do anything, and he just gives the ball away to him. So system is such type that the players are looking bad. It's my opinion.
That's your opinion. Yeah. And 1207 said the team is lacking direction. I'll get back to 1207 question.
What do you think, Nee? What do you think, Nee? What's going wrong?
I'll give you my opinion right now in a
I think
second.
everything is going wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Absolutely. AJ,
Yeah.
I never said I was gonna take 7 of Manchester United players. I never said that. I never said that. I don't know who I'm going to take from Manchester United right now to join in my team. I don't know because none of their strikers are even doing any magic. Hoyland is not scoring. Rashford is not scoring. So I don't know who I'm going for in Manchester United. The goalkeeper stunk. The goalkeeper is even the worst. I don't know which defender. Who am I going for in Manchester United? Some of the young players are unproven. I don't even know 7 players. Probably somebody else that said that. Maybe Chelsea done. But I've never said I was going to take 7 of Manchester United players. I even don't know how many 2 of the players that I'm going to take. More or less to take 7. No, no, no. AJ, sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to take anyone. Ellison said, "Hello, well done, guys. You're always the best." Though very stressed up with your team. I'm very, very disappointed. Talk
Everyone is
about
stressed, man.
Lavia. Then he is coming back. Lavia is not close. The team, the injury list sheet is right there. Okay, the injury sheet is right there. But Scala is right there. I'm gonna go on Manchester United soon. But 1207, yeah, what you just said, you're spot on. Indeed, the players are lacking direction. That is true. That is true, 100%. They're
I
lacking
think I
direction.
think I think I think Lavia doesn't want to come. He knows what's gonna happen if he comes back to the squad. That's why it will be same for 2 years. He will just turn down the contract, I think. Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. The question goes directly to Scala. He said, Gulam, okay, AJ, I got your question now. Is Gulam said, it's the other way around, me. Okay, he's laughing at me. He says he asked the question for Scala, not you. Okay, okay. All right. So, yes, Scala, you hearing that question? I'll come back to you. Drop me here. It says, Dear Lord. Okay. All right, AJ, I get your question. I think I misunderstand your question. Thank you very much. That's what I said. Maybe somebody else said it. So I'm gonna go to Scala. Maybe Scala will tell me how many of these players he's gonna take. Let's say. DJ Sava, big up me in the chat. Big up Manchester United, brother Herbert. Absolutely. Go ahead. 1207. Go ahead. 1207. Are you there? 1207.
What,
All
bro?
right. Yeah.
What
I
do you
had
want
you.
to hear?
Yeah, I was saying that there's Lavia. Lavia was ready to be on until he had the setback again, another injury. I don't know, too many
See, man.
injury.
Even yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Even this medical stuff is looking pathetic, man. You see, the players are coming after recovery, right? Then again getting injured. Then what is going on with medical stuff is also a big question, right?
Yeah.
If the player is recovering, and you know that the player will enter the field when the medical staff approves, right? Right. So why are the player getting injured again?
I mean,
And that too for a long time. You're telling that the player will come back in a week, 2 weeks, no update. Then you tell the player will be available after 2 months. So what is this, man?
I do understand your frustration, but I think that we have a new medical department now. The first one was
Yeah.
being sacked.
So so it should be good, right? Whatever it is, old or new.
I don't know, but it looks like Mauricio Pochettino is trying to be very, very cautious with these players. They don't get injured again. I know you remember that. You remember that. When Kuku came back, he was on the pitch, or maybe even Reece James. Reece James got better. He came back and he got injured again. So they have to be trying more precautious of these players returning. Yeah, hang in there. I'll come back to
Yeah,
you.
man.
Let's color.
Yeah, man. James news was
Mhm.
very frustrating, man. Very frustrating it is looking, man. I don't know, even if comebacks, it will be very frustrating to watch the first 2 3 games, right? You might get injured again. It's become 2 3 times now.
Yeah, yeah. Reece James is very frustrating because he's the captain and he hasn't played in a lot of games. He hasn't played in a series of games. He's been absent
And
all this while.
bro,
Yeah,
don't be surprised if we
mhm.
sell him for 60 70 million, right? Don't be surprised.
I won't be
It
surprised. I
just
won't be. I won't be
yeah,
because
yeah.
I won't be, but I just hope that his surgery. When you look at the sister, Lauren James had the
Yeah,
same problem. They are well built. The family has, what I say, they're built in a very, very in a way that they have. I don't know. They have lots of muscles. So what he's
yeah.
going through, the sister also went through the same thing and went through surgery. And since then, she's been back and playing much better without any more injury. But we hope that Reece James return will be better for us for Chelsea fans.
See, man, and one thing I have to say, sorry to interrupt.
That's all right.
Uh, the mentality of the same American football is bringing in
Mhm.
means having a squad of young squad, right? Young squad, and going to the playoffs easily. See, in American football, you
Mhm.
can easily qualify for playoffs, right?
In American football, you can do what?
Easily qualify for the players, right? Playoff.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
elimination. There's no
So
demotion.
the Todd Bowley thought the same system might work in Premier League in English football teams. It will work the same, but it has completely gone against him, right? It has completely gone against him. So he has to make a combination of young and experienced players now. Then only something can be done with this club. I'm telling you, if we play with 9 kids and 2 experienced players, then not expect to win, man. Let me tell you.
Okay. Thank you very much. We'll come to back into that. Let me go to Scala. Scala, pick up the microphone, Scala. Over to you. My brother here asked a question, which AJ was just laughing at me, and he gave me the clown face. Oh, come on, AJ. I did not understand your question. Doesn't mean he says, yeah, but I don't think we have 7 good players. Maybe on paper, but not on the pitch or performances. Scala, over to you.
Yeah, I mean, look, I did mention yesterday that I'll take seven, at least minimum 7 players or maximum 7 players from Chelsea because I don't really rate many United players, if at all. You know, except for Casemiro, I don't rate You know, I mean, people have to prove. So that's why I said. So obviously, I mentioned Cole Palmer. I think he is the kind of player I love watching. He's got that arrogance and swag which I saw in Mason Greenwood. So he'll be on the top of my list. Then I'll take Caicedo, Enzo. You know, those two are not bad. Reece James, if he can sort out his fitness, he can be top three right backs in the world, not just at Chelsea. But
Mhm.
again, his fitness is very, very questionable. And then, yeah, I mean, look, I do like this guy. What's the Madwakey? I do
Madueke,
like
yeah.
him, but he needs to be coached. You can see he has the raw ability. If you compare him with Anthony is very much a very one-trick pony, and he hasn't got the physicality nor the pace of Madwakey. Madwakey has got all the raw ability of playing in the Premier League. You can't say the same with Anthony. So if you can coach him, you know, under a good coach, it could be a asset because you know in this modern day football how much of a valuable inverted wingers are, and if he can get the right, if he's put in the right system, I believe he'll come good. So yeah, I mean those are the couple of players, and if Lavia again, if he sorts out his fitness, I remember Lavia when he was playing at Southampton, he came to
Mhm.
Old Trafford and he absolutely sat 150 million worth of United talent in Sancho and Anthony to the ground. If you, I don't know if you have seen that clip. So
No, I
yeah, those
haven't.
are
I
the,
haven't.
yeah, you should check it out. I mean, he dribbled past both of them as if they were not there. So yeah, I mean, those are the two players you can say. Those are
Yeah.
the couple of players because yeah, but number one will be definitely Cole Palmer because he just reminds me of Mason Greenwood. He's got that,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, so much self
Yeah.
belief. Like you know, even if the penalty he took against Man City, and he left Man City. I mean, that's the best club in the world, and he's come into a Chelsea team who are 11th of the table, and he's the only bright shining spark despite your both of your 100 million midfielders. So you know, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's the seven players, I guess.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's the same way. It's the same the other way. If I have to put myself in your shoes, let's say I'm taking Manchester United players. I don't know who I'm gonna take. Is there any
Yeah,
standout
that's the
player?
problem.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the big problem. I mean, but look, that's why everyone is questioning Pochettino. You guys have so many good players, but you're not. You are like the fifth best London team. Forget about the Premier League. You know,
Right.
even
because
like
because
who
bro, the
this?
system is such light. Sorry to interrupt,
This is
but the system is such created by the manager that the players, this world class players,
Yeah,
are
that's what
looking
I'm
just
saying. You
so
know,
bad,
like
man.
if
Just looking so
United are
bad.
ahead of Chelsea, and I'm saying I can take seven players from you,
mhm.
I mean that's then you have to look at the manager. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's not a Chelsea standard manager. That's my humble opinion.
That's true. I believe
See,
that.
man, see, man.
Yeah. Go ahead then.
Only one option is there. If Jose Mourinho is not coming, we are gonna relegate it. I'm telling you.
Oh no, no.
Only he
12 or 7.
knows,
12 or 7. It's never gonna
bro.
happen.
Bro,
Tell
even
no, no,
I
no, no, no.
didn't
12 or
believe.
7. We're not
Even I didn't
championship
believe
team.
we will finish 10th position, bro. Let me tell you the truth. Even I never imagined Chelsea to be at the 10th, but we are, right? So
We
you
got
never know.
almost
You
about
never know.
14 or 15 games more to go. 12 or 7. 14 or 15 games to go. Or 16 to go, or 17 or something. There's a lot of games to be played, and those top four players or top four teams will be taking points away from each other. Okay, so please, 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 Chelsea can
Okay,
never
okay.
ever go on relegation.
Uh,
Don't ever think that way.
if
No,
we
no, no.
if we go with the same flow and
Hmm.
we not qualify for the Europe, then we at 25th 26th season we will
Yeah,
get a FFP deduction. Then we are 100% going in the relegation. Let me tell you, right?
let's
If
let's
we go with
let's
the same
let's see
flow,
what the future. But by then, I'm sure
yeah.
maybe a different coach will be in to give these guys a direction. Big up to you. I mean, Ellison said
Who do you
talk
think,
about
bro?
your
Who do you
defense.
think?
Right now, it's very hard to say.
No.
There are some there are some
I
yeah.
think
Mhm.
there are two reasons. If we bring Jose as an interim manager, he will not come. I think as an interim manager, he will not come. If we give full time, then only will come. But as a full time, Jose Mourinho will play more defensively. You know, If he
Mhm.
comes for the full time as an interim, he may be workful for us. But if we sign him for full time, then not expect good things for 3-4 months for sure, right?
All right. There are series of
But
managers
at
also
but
been linked with with Chelsea.
yeah, yeah.
Alonso is also there, and then I think Mikel Sanchez also been linked with the job. If Jose, I mean, if Mauricio Pochettino is being sacked, but let's
But
see.
under Jose Mourinho, we will not lose this bad. That's for sure. We lose, but not this bad, right?
Yeah, what Jose would do first, like I said earlier on, he will stop the leakages of conceding many goals. He will stop that first and then start building, working his way up. So it will take time also if he has to come in. But maybe let's see if the 3-4-3 changes will happen and will it help the team. That and time will tell.
But bro,
Gulam says
uh,
AJ join the talk and join the talk, man. Say your banter. AJ, the link is right there. You can join the talk here. But let me welcome our big brother here, DJ Sav. 1207. Thank you very much for your contribution. Wonderful. See, 1207 always in the comments, but you're so good. You have a lot to say. So never be
bro,
shy at
what
another
I am
time.
telling,
Yeah.
I
Le-
am, I have
1207.
no confidence at the final against Klopp, right?
Yeah.
No confidence, right?
No confidence.
So if Jose comes, then only something can be done. If this season is gone, to make it at least sayable, you can win. If we win the cup, then it's bearable season, right? So
Right.
make changes. I think they will not make changes. I heard the recent tweets that message was sent by Boli to this Pochettino that you will only continue, so they are
Yeah.
not changing
They
it.
say they're supporting him. They're not changing. They're not making any changes now.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
let's see. DJ
yeah.
Sav.
They want to get relegate, right? They will not change.
Yeah. Let me go to 1207. I'll come back to you in a bit. Okay. Dig yourself.
Bro,
Mauricio,
big up.
yeah. Yeah. I was just telling people that Mourinho's brother is here, so people have to be very careful in what they say. So yeah, Mourinho is that's Mourinho. Guys, if you don't know, Jose Mourinho's brother, DJ Service in the building. DJ, welcome again, brother.
Big up, guys. Big up to you as always. Big up to everyone in the comments as well. You guys know what to do. Subscribe and smash the like button. Let's bring these
Yeah.
likes up. Come on, people. Big up
Yeah.
Gulam in the chat as well.
Mhm. Gula Mustafa. DJ,
Yeah, bro.
there is some talk in the town about Mauricio Pochettino changing
Yeah.
the formation to a 3-4-3. How do you think that's going to work with our leaking defense? Even with the defense, we're going to talk about the defense. Do you think that formation will help us or will help the team?
It's a difficult one to say really, Nee. You probably heard it in my voice in the last couple of days. I'm so downhearted at the moment with my football club at the moment. It's whatever happens. If it changes happen, I don't think it's going to make a difference. And the only reason why it's not going to make a difference is because Poch is in charge, and until these owners decide otherwise, we're going to be where we are going to be. But if he decide to change it with a back three, is that going to benefit Thiago Silva? I don't know if that will benefit him at all, to be honest with you. It depends on how we're going to play forward. If Thiago, apparently he says he's going to be making changes from his press conference that I heard today. I didn't hear much of it, but apparently he was saying that he's going to make some changes, and also he's also saying that apparently I heard something about the owners love him. I know that was something that came out in this press conference, or someone was putting
Yeah,
that around Twitter today.
a message was sent. Yeah, that they're really
Oh
into.
my god!
I even tweeted. I said Chelsea's new anthem or Chelsea new slogan is "We are all in it. We are all into it."
I tell you what, bro.
Oh, we are all
Look,
into it together. Yeah, we are all into it together.
did,
That's the
did, did we not
slogan.
hear? Did we not hear the same thing say out about Potter before he was sacked in April?
Definitely,
Yeah,
they're
we're all in it
backing him.
together. Yeah, we're all in it
Yeah,
together. Yeah. listen, these guys have got to do the right thing. You know, like your colleague said, I don't believe my club. I don't believe we'll get relegated. I think that's just way off. But our players, I think, are too good for that. It's just they've got a manager who doesn't know how to use them. It's as simple as that. And you know, until this guy's out of our football club, we will suffer, but we won't get relegated. We just won't finish top half of the table. We'll probably end up getting smashed by Liverpool in the League Cup final. We'll end up getting smashed by Aston Villa on Villa tomorrow as well. You know, but until these owners do the right thing, I mean, I don't know if you saw any. Big up to Johnny
No,
Minerals,
no,
by the way,
man.
because he
This,
big
sorry
up.
to interrupt. This
Sorry, bro,
season,
go on.
next to next season, will not get relegated. I'm talking about the 25th, 26. If we go on with the
Oh,
same flow and
Mm.
taking the FFP deduction,
yeah.
then this
There's
team
in
and
that
this
way. There's a
mentality, then
possibility.
100% we are going to relegate, right?
There's a
Okay.
Not this
possibility
season and
that
next
could
to
happen.
next season, not. I'm talking about 25th, 26.
Fair
Okay.
enough, bro. Fair enough. Sorry. I don't just want to say big up to Johnny Minerals because the guy spits facts. I don't know if you guys watched his show or saw a program of his yesterday. He had a live stream on yesterday, and he put on a video with Todd Bowley. And I'm sure you must have picked it up as well, Nee, if it was in the States. I do believe the interview was taken up in the States, and he was talking about the Chelsea fans. And apparently, he says the most important factor for this football club is listening to what the fans have to say. Listening to what the fans have to. They're the most important people in this whole thing. Now, if you're listening to the fans as you're making out to be and making yourself look stupid on public TV by coming out and saying these comments and then completely opposite of what you're saying, then I don't understand how you are accommodating what you're saying, basically, because you're more or less saying one thing and then you're still carrying on with the same thing you're doing, and that is keeping this guy Poch in the job, along with Win Stanley and Stewart, who I think should go as well. All right, but you know, for me, look, yeah, if he really cares about this football club, he has to do the right thing and get this and let Poch go, because we carry on going down this trajectory, right? Yeah, we're going to end up being where we are, and we're not going to end up doing anything this season. Players are going to get frustrated. There's a lot of noise coming out of the bridge now, a lot of noise coming out of the training ground, that the players are not happy with his training methods. A lot of them are now leaving early after games, and none of them are even staying behind anymore to listen to what he has to say. And more or less, the players have more or less lost their confidence in this guy. And all he's going to do is, it's interesting. Herbert mentioned Cole Palmer there. What a brilliant player he is. This guy's going to get ruined by this manager if he carries on doing what he's doing to him. He's already ruining Enzo, and he's already losing Caicedo. He's going to end up ruining Palmer as well. And, you know, that is my worry for these players. And until we get another man, and whether it's Jose, I know what Herbert's been saying about Jose. He comes in, he's not going to give the opportunity to these youngsters. I've always been saying it along, and Guillem's asked me the question of why do I
Yeah.
want Hansi Flick at Chelsea? The reason why I want Hansi Flick at Chelsea is a lot of people seem to think this guy's washed up. He's not washed up. I think people have got to remember what this guy did before he went to the German national job. He was winning Champions League titles with Bayern Munich. He was winning Bundesliga titles with them as well. He was one of the most successful managers going around in that Bayern Munich, for that Bayern Munich team. And I just think, people talked about Thomas Tuchel when he came. I don't think Thomas Tuchel's track record was as much as Flick's was, right? In fact, I think he had one less. Right, so
Mm-hmm.
Flick for me is the kind of guy that can get the best out of these players. You play them in the right position. The players will finally look up to a manager that's going to play them in the right position. They're going to play with smiles on their faces. They're going to go out there and they're going to put a performance. At the moment, it's all flat. It's all flat at the moment, and the players are not even playing with smiles on their faces, and fans are turning on them. You know, I said it already. They are to blame for some of the stuff that's going on. I'm not going to lie, but it starts from the top.
I
Get
agree
me?
with you. Oh, yeah, I agree with you, DJ. I'll come back to what 1207 said, that they lack direction. There's no direction at
Yeah.
the football club, which I do agree with you 100%, DJ South. Let me go to Scala. Scala, what do you make of this noise going around, the rumors that Poch might end up going to 3-4-3 formation, going with the back three? Do you think that will help the players like Thiago Silva, De Sassi, and Gusta, or maybe Chilwell?
Yeah, I mean, whenever Chelsea have done well in recent times, they have employed a back three. Even when you had Rudiger and Christensen, them guys can't play in a back two because both of them have a bozo moment in them. And you have to cover Thiago Silva's weakness, which is pace. And we saw what happened against Neto. So that gets exploited, and every team will look at that. So if you have a two quick players in Badiashile or Levi Colville, on one side and the other side on Disassi,
Yeah.
I guess that could work out. But again, then you are cutting down an attacker. So that's why you guys, I mean, obviously, I don't watch Chelsea week in and week out, but you guys can probably have a better gauge at the situation on who drops out. Because if you're adding a defender, you need to sacrifice an attacker. So I'm not really sure who does, because Sterling is your highest paid player. Cole Palmer is your best player. And Mudrik, I'm not sure. I don't think Poch fancies Mudrik. That's my opinion. Whatever I've seen of him, I don't think. I mean, I don't know if you saw Mudrik, on Twitter.
Yeah.
he's he's picking
About
up
that.
fights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He said it's about
uh,
$1,000 or something.
yeah, he's picking up fights because so clearly he's rattled and he's not enjoying his time. And I
See,
don't think Poch rates him. Then you have Nkunku coming back, who should be a starter because he has scored 2 goals and he has been injured for 8 months. So that's a question back to you guys. I mean, who drops out?
I think Poch rates Modric, but his problem is he's having difficulties playing against the low block because he's
Yeah,
very raw and he relies more on his pace instead of
yeah,
ability
that's
and
just
skills.
you just
That's his
define
problem.
Rashford. Rashford's the same.
Same
Rashford
thing.
can't
Yeah.
play against a deep block. So yeah, I mean, who drops out? That's my question.
Probably it's
Bro,
gonna be him. Yeah, go ahead, over
we
seven.
are we are we are we are losing 3-1, and this Podge guy is bringing two defenders. Oh my god, what mentality, man, we are going through, man. See the mentality of the coach. We are losing 3-1. He is
Oh
bringing
man,
two defenders.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He brought
He
in.
sums it. Sums
He took
Poch up all in one go, doesn't it?
he took Casado and we considered a goal.
Oh, that was embarrassing. You know that. I mean,
I
I
know,
told you I
man.
was at the game. I was at the game. I told you, and when the minute he took Caicedo off, we go and concede a third goal. I mean, God. I mean, I don't know what this guy.
Gulab cannot stop laughing. But yeah,
Seriously.
DJ, I'm not so sure if you've heard this. This news
Yeah.
came out earlier on, that from Sky Sports that the Premier League clubs are meeting later this week to discuss replacing profit and stability rules with new financial fair play regulations. I'm not sure if you've heard it.
No,
If it
bro. I
have
was
you?
working all day, bro. You might fill me in, please. I'll catch up with it later. But
Yeah,
what's the new thing?
I'll send it to you so you can listen to it and how they're breaking things down and how it's going to help the Premier League clubs because apparently how they've strategized things is not helping a lot of the football the Premier League clubs. So in this if they do it that way, it will help. Let's say if you spend would I say if you I don't know. I have to go back again. If you spend almost about 200 million on players with
Mm,
the FFP, you're allowed to spend almost about 150 or 160, 75% of
yeah.
something like that. So I think that you're allowed to spend a little bit more.
Okay.
But I'll send a
I
link
must
to
go
you so you
check it.
can listen to it and probably you
Cheers,
can
brother. That'd be
understand it.
great.
Yeah, I
Yeah, for
saw
sure.
it when I was coming live, so I didn't get the whole understanding of it. But I'll
Yeah.
share it to you.
No, that'd be great, mate. If you could send that to me, how much that would really appreciate that, bro. Seriously,
Yeah,
thank you.
I will send definitely.
Bro, yeah.
AJ said I think you mentioned Scala that Mourinho will be a good choice at Chelsea. Scala, why do you say that, Scala? AJ wants to know.
I mean, I did say that it's a good choice at Chelsea because I would love to see you guys even capitulate even more. I mean, if that's my
Really?
logic, yeah. I didn't say he's a good
I
choice in the terms of
Yeah.
that he's going to make you good. I wouldn't be
Yeah, yeah.
surprised if he comes in and wins you that League Cup. But I told you that day. What's going to happen is that you will get that initial burst, you will have a honeymoon period, and when everything
But
goes down,
bro,
you know what Mourinho is. He is a very
but bro, if
self-serving
Jose
person, and
comes,
everything.
sorry
Oh,
to interrupt.
hold on,
If
1207.
Jose comes,
Hold on, 1207. Let him land. You also get a chance, okay?
okay,
Good.
okay, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
so I mean, look, that's what I said. Like, he is going to do that passion thing. He's going to come in and he will invoke that 2004 or whatever. Whenever you hired him the second time, you said that we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and you'll probably do it. But the minute the things go wrong, you know what Mourinho does. He's the first person to get out and leave the house on fire. So if you want that, well, I love to see that. I would love to see Mourinho back in the Premier League because he's box office. And but I mentioned you that Mourinho loves to work with a certain batch of players who are 27 plus.
Yeah.
He is not really a manager who likes working with players who are young. And I mentioned you that Chelsea have the second youngest squad in the league after Arsenal. So unless you want to develop permanent scars in the likes of Cole Palmer and Mudryk and all these young players, be my guest because I would love to see Mourinho at Chelsea just for the laughs because
What
he's
what what
yeah.
what if it goes on and he said the third coming of Mourinho become extraordinary and he started winning trophy, he started dominating English football again?
Yeah, I mean that's the
What?
problem. There's a fine line between confidence and delusional confidence. So everyone thinks that Mourinho is like that 2004 or even just when he was at United where he won
Yeah.
2 trophies with us.
Yeah.
He's done, man. Mourinho is done. There is a steep time period for every manager, and more importantly, and this is with regards to doing not with regards to his management, but with regards to society. Mourinho's style of management doesn't work with today's young players because today's young players they are a brand in itself. Mourinho cannot go and tell Cole Palmer to track back for 90 minutes of the game and to take that one chance because that's what he's going to do. And that's not what a player like Cole Palmer is. So, the society has changed, people have changed. I was listening to John Terry and he was saying, Mourinho used to threaten players. Yeah, if you don't track back or you don't do what I say, you will be on the transfer list. You cannot do that in this era. So he's done, man. I mean, there's a reason why he wants to come back at United, because he was kind of like a cult hero for some part of our fans. But I know what happened when this guy, we played a game against Newcastle at home. And if he had lost that game, he would have been sacked in the tunnel. Fortunately, he won. Alexis Sanchez saved his job. But yeah, that's Mourinho, man. And you saw what he did at Tottenham.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. You have to respect. You have to respect Mourinho. He's won 3 titles more than all the other managers. He's
Yeah, I
won
do.
3
I
titles
definitely do. He
more than all
won.
the other managers. Football heritage. Remember, this is football heritage.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember, he's won 3
He,
titles more
we
than all the
cannot
other
forget
managers.
Mourinho, man. Don't remind us.
Respect, man.
He
Respect.
beat Sir Alex Ferguson with a
Respect,
Porto
man.
team.
Respect.
Yeah, so
Respect, man. I know who you are. You're a journalist, so respect. Respect, man. Respect. You're not getting what I'm trying to say.
Honestly, bro. I get where you're going with that, Lee. I get where you're going with that. Respect, man. Respect, man, in this press conference, yeah?
Yeah.
Then
No,
all
man,
these
Jose
other
is
20
not
men,
done.
all the 20 men are just no.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. Go on, mate. Go on, sorry.
2/7. Go on. Thank you very much, Scala.
I think
Much love to you,
I
brother. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't
He
agree with
said,
Scala. Jose
okay.
is not done. If he is making this decision that Jose is done on the basis of his performance at Roma, see, with the squad of Roma, he can go up to that level only, right? He cannot
Yeah.
go beyond that. He made the maximum of it, and he cannot. He wanted to make it more, but he wanted to sign players, right? Good players from English football club. But because of that, the government didn't agree to him. That's why he's coming back. The story is such. You wanted to sign some good players to make this player more powerful, right? So yeah, this thing. But Moreno is not done, man. I think he's not done. At Chelsea,
But
I'm selling. But if Mourinho comes back, Dybala and Lukaku will also come back, right?
oh god,
Right?
mate, that. Do you really want
I don't
Lukaku
want to
back
see
in the team,
Lukaku,
bro?
man. Terrible, terrible,
Nah, mate,
terrible
no way.
striker.
But do you really honestly think though, bro? I'm asking because you're talking about Jose. Look, I listen. He'll go down for me, and because he's the same countryman as me. I know why he says what he says. I would love more than anything for
Yeah.
Jose to come back, but I just feel like would we want to tarnish a guy's career? Would we want to tarnish a legend like him coming back to the football club because he won't accept just 6 months. If he comes back to the football club, he's going to
Thank
want
you very
more.
much, Scala. Go ahead, DJ.
And if these knowing Todd
Yeah,
Bowley
yeah,
and co, as
yeah.
we're seeing them now, they're not going to give him that. They're not going to give him the keys to the kingdom all of a sudden and say, okay, Jose, you've
So
done it all in
yeah,
football, bro. You've won it, everything. Go and tell us who you want. And they're not going to do
yeah.
that. And this is why I
No,
feel
they are not gonna do. Yeah.
they're not going to do it. And as much as I'd love to see, I wouldn't want to see him get tarnished if he was to come back, because for me, along with Flick, I've said these are the two choices I would look at because they're both available now to bring in if you're going to do that. I think Flick probably wouldn't mind coming for the 6 months and see if he does well. He's more than likely to say, okay, these owners might look at and say, okay, you've done well. Here's another 2-year contract for you to go and do something with it next season. But with Jose, he will no way say, I'm coming back for 6 months. He's going to want it all. I cannot see the owners because, like we've said already, if things go down and start going against Jose, we know what's going to happen. He'll go against these owners. The owners are not going to want him around. They'll just get rid of him, and then he'll end up being sacked again for no reason. I don't want that. I don't want that happen against him at Chelsea again for a third time, because he won't deserve that. Do you get me? He won't deserve that at all.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I don't want that to happen either
Bro,
because
why
uh,
I am want Jose at Chelsea, because he knows the mentality of Chelsea, man.
Oh,
He knows
agreed,
the
bro. Agreed.
mentality, right?
Agreed.
He knows the mentality of Chelsea. That's what the player are lacking right now, right? We need an elite manager that inspires these players. With Jose Manager, when he will come, he will also attract players, right? He will also attract players. And he also create a blend of experience with these new players,
yeah,
right? You will not play nine kids in the pitch. 100% you will not play with nine kids in the pitch and one old man and that one mid-aged man, right? You will play an experienced team with a little bit, two or three young player, right?
Mm-hmm.
you're talking about the balance mix the young and then the old or
Oh, yeah.
experience together, right?
Yeah, fast.
All right, Sports on DJ. Today I had the news about Benjamin Sesko. I don't know why Chelsea are not really looking into that guy. They said there's a release clause of 80 million or something like that. Uh, yesterday I was looking into this guy. I was like,
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
I hope Chelsea is not making a mistake with this Nigerian striker and Benjamin Sesko. Which one will be much more cheaper and more better of a striker in terms of all round play? Who will be better for Chelsea next season? Benjamin
Do you know?
Sesko or Victor Osimhen?
Do you know what, Lee? Both of them have their own. They both of them have their own ways about them. I mean, Osimhen, we know what Osimhen can do. The guy's just a finisher. People were laughing at him because he missed the one open goal in the African Cup of Nations, and I thought that was just a joke
Yeah.
from some fans out there clearly that don't know football. Anyone can miss. Even Erling Haaland's missed some sitters before. All right, so that I'm not gonna. Those fans that berated him completely bang out of order. But in terms of Benjamin Sesko, look, I know I said I was going on about him in January as a possibility, and the only reason why I was going on about him because of the way these owners are, and they're looking to bring someone in who can score the goals. I was choosing him over Brozier because Brozier just come back from a bad injury, as we know. He's not looked the same. There's a lot of responsibility on this kid to go out there and do it for us week in, week out. When you got Jackson in the African Cup of Nations, you got Nkuku on the sidelines, and you're relying on him to come in and more or less lead that line and smash the goals for us, which has not happened for him. And I think this move to Fulham has helped him pretty. I think he's done well for him. I think he'll go down there. I think he'll do well there. And that's the only reason why I was suggesting Sesko then to Chelsea. But I was talking about a loan move, possibly, because there was talk that they would have allowed him to possibly go out on loan. But not maybe at one point there was talk of a loan move, and I thought maybe he could be the ideal guy to come in, and then Chelsea may look to maybe sign him after that to see how he does in his loan spell. Yeah, but for me, Osimhen is the guy we need to bring in the summer. Now people are going to talk about the money, people are going to talk about the financial outlets of this deal. All right, but obviously this new FFP rules that you're talking about will help Chelsea a lot because all this nonsense of we have to raise 100 million.
Did you get a link?
I haven't read it yet, bro. But
Okay.
I'm going
No,
by.
saying,
I'm
did
going
you get
by.
a link? Did you
I
get a
think
link?
I have, bro. I think I saw
Okay.
something come up on my thing. I'll go and check it out.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, by the way, brother. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
But all this talk of us going to have to raise this money, that this stupid idiot spoke on Talk Sport. Okay, again, because we got to remember this guy's ex-Manchester City. He used to work for them. Of course, he's going to put everything he possibly can at Chelsea.
Big up McKean.
And Jim White, who was actually doing this show, I mean, this guy is another guy who represents TalkSport, another hater of Chelsea. The only guy who really takes up for Chelsea, would you believe? Jim White.
I know.
He's a presenter.
I know. Mike,
he's a presenter.
Jordan
is the only one who really looks up.
People think he's supporting Bowley all the time, but I don't think so.
He's not. But what he does say is he talks sense, and people don't like. Because the guy's been an owner. He owned Crystal Palace. People have got to remember that he owned Crystal Palace. He knows how football comes run on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. So he's not going to talk nonsense. And you get this financial guy who comes on talking absolute nonsense. Listen, I'm not saying Chelsea are not in hot water. Maybe we are. But to turn around and go and say that we've got to earn this money, we've got to get this much of money in before the 10th of June, I think it's just scaring a lot of the Chelsea fans. And maybe a lot of the fans should look into it and find out if this is the real truth. And maybe these owners should come out and say what the situation is. All right. But my understanding is what I've seen is I think it's 90 million. I think maybe when you add it all up or minus it all down, I think it's about 90 million that we've got to only give back to, or we've got to pry and do before the 10th of June. And if you look at the players that we could possibly be going, we could easily raise that. You've got possibly Gallagher who's going to possibly go. You've got possibly Lukaku to come back and go. Kepa. You've got I think Brozier's probably going to end up being sold as well, possibly Chalobah as well. So that money can easily be raised, and you've got Malang Sarr, another one who can go. So I'm not really worried about those kind of things. And if FFP have come in and said now is a good time for us to try and help the clubs, then I can see Chelsea doing that, and maybe hopefully we'll do the right things. But in terms of going back to your original question, and I'm sorry I went off that because we were talking about this other thing that you told me about. Victor Osimhen any day over Benjamin Sesko. Any day. Any day, yeah, for me.
Big up to you, Makim. Makim, can you drop a message for me on Instagram? Yeah, I'm trying to send you the link to this, financial fair play thing, so you can also check into it. So I was on Twitter. I was trying to see if I can find you, but not Twitter. Sorry, Instagram. Can't find you. But anyway, 12:07. Any more something you want to add before we draw the curtains? Guys, if you're there, let's drop the predicted lineup it's not lineup, score line, so we can be done for the day. 12:07. What's your predicted lineup? Score line. Sorry.
Score line against Villa, right?
Yeah, against Villa tomorrow.
Against Villa, I'm not confident, man. We'll lose. I think 2-0. We'll lose.
2-0 lose. Okay.
Wow.
Chelsea loses 2-0. Then it has to be my 10. I don't have a confidence, but I think Chelsea will lose 1-0.
Ooh.
See, man,
Listen, I know.
if we can play the
Go on, bro.
we can play the
Go on,
gamble of 3-4-3 only against Crystal Palace, right? Not against Villa. At Villa, if we play 3-4-3, then we are going 5-4-0, 100%, right? That too at Villa Park. So the chances, the sitters missed by the Cole Palmer are haunting back at us now, yeah.
Okay. DJ.
Really frustrating. More frustrating news is that the bad signings are still not stopping, right? See, the Man United signed this guy, former CEO Omar Berrada, right? Omar Berrada. What a signing, good signing. And what we are expecting? We are expecting the person who failed his project at Tottenham. What's his name? Todd Klein. So bad signing has to be stopped from now, right? It's very frustrating. Even more scary thing is that we don't have a backup striker, man. We don't even have backup striker. What if Washington is a kid, man? He's 18-year-old.
I know, bro. That's all we've got, bro. That's what I was going to say. We do
It's
have
Premier
something,
League, man.
yeah.
Come on.
Makim believe that Sesko is just another team of Werner. No, Tammy Abraham. Sorry, Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham.
Big up, Makeem.
DJ is gonna fight you over here. DJ's best player.
No. I'm
Benjamin
not saying that
Sesko
at
is
all.
DJ's best player. He loves.
Trust
DJ
me, you're putting me.
loves
You're
Sesko.
putting me in this, bro. You're putting me in. You're putting me in war with Makeem now, aren't you? Another one.
Yeah. Makeem, anytime you drop on the channel, maybe tomorrow or some other time. Remember, DJ is waiting for you. You call his
Look
player
at this,
Timo,
brother. Look at this,
Tommy,
brother. Makeem.
Tommy
You know,
Abraham.
you want me and Makeem, brother. Honestly, you want me and Makeem to go because we have a disagreement about Enzo.
I'm creating a fight already. I'm gonna put it.
And he'll come at me. And the
anytime-
bigger boy, he's gonna come at me, bro. He's gonna come at me as
Makeem
well.
jump
Do you know
on the
that?
show,
I know this guy's
I'll
gonna come at
remind
me.
Makeem, look.
Yeah.
DJ,
He's got his eye on me,
look.
as you said yesterday, bro. He's got his eyes on everything I say and do. So he's gonna come at me, brother, with everything. You know that.
DJ, man, look, Makeem is calling your guy a Tammy Abraham. He said your guy, I mean, your top player. He calls him a Tammy Abraham.
He's my top player.
Man, you gotta go defend yourself. You gotta go defend yourself.
Hey, listen, Makeem. Yeah, I'm defending myself because Makeem knows Makeem knows from the beginning. I want Victor Osimhen at Chelsea next season. I've said that all along, and I've been keeping to that. You know that. But yeah,
man, if we want to sign Victor Osimhen, then at least we have to sell 100 million or 110 million worth players, right?
Yeah,
we got
110
next
players.
season.
110,
do you know what,
yeah.
though, bro?
Right.
We can do it. We can do it. If you think about it,
Yeah, we
Alright.
can do it.
Conor Gallagher will be gone. Gallagher will go. Probably Brosier's going to go.
Chalobah
Wouldn't surprise
also
me.
be gone.
Chalobah's another one.
Yeah.
I know it's our kids. We're going back to the kids again that have got to be sold because they're the ones that are going to be the ones that earn us the profit. As we're talking about profit and sustainability, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are going to bring us the money. Okay. And then you've got Malang Sarr, Kepa, who's not in here. All those guys can go, and anyone else that they think might not be up to it. I'll bring Angelo back next season now. Angelo Gabriel. He's been smashing it in France, Strasbourg. I'll bring him back next season. I don't know what you guys think on that.
Yeah, I think yeah. Yeah, says I mean we have seen Angelo, the Italian player, what's his name again? The Italian midfielder.
Casadei.
Angelo Casadei, and then Ian Matson. Those were the players that were killing the game for Chelsea during preseason. That is why Chelsea has
Santos didn't have a bad
fantastic
season either, bro. And Santos when he was playing.
Yeah. We had a very good preseason, and these are the core of the players. And all those players that made the preseason positive were all sold. So that is where our problem started from.
Yeah.
That's where our problem
So
started
basically, the board are talking about youth improvement, right? And selling this Levi's Hall, good player. They are young player. They are selling what the board is doing, and really frustrating, man.
Yep.
The days are really painful nowadays, right? Very painful days going. I'm telling you, man.
Shout out to my brother Andy. Andy said Poch and the Chelsea director out. Yeah.
100%, bro.
No,
Big up
he's
to
not
you,
going.
Andy.
Not
Agreed.
going.
100%.
100% is not going.
100%. No, we agree with what he's saying.
Yeah. Want him
Yeah,
gone.
we agree with what he's saying because
Both.
if you sack Poch
Yeah,
and
we all are
you leave
agreeing.
behind Laurie Stewart
Yeah.
and what's the other guy's name? Stewart and who? Two of them, Stewart and the other one. I forgot his name. Yeah, if you leave those two, it don't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense at all. Those two has to go, and then Poch also have to go. There are many people. There are people out there. We Stephen have even given an example of some good, sporting directors that Chelsea can bring in that can negotiate very, very well. They can negotiate very well. The negotiation wasn't done very well with, Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea have to fly that night, deadline day, night to finish negotiation and pay almost about 120 million that night to break the deal.
And that wasn't. And by the way, I have to say that wasn't Enzo's fault. By the way, Makeem, it wasn't. That wasn't.
It was the owner of Benfica.
Enzo's fault. It wasn't his fault that they had to. That was the buyout clause they said, and Chelsea went and spent that went and decided to pay it.
But
that's what they said.
I thought the owners, the sporting directors were negotiating these weeks before the deadline day.
See what it was, bro. I don't know if you remember, guys. Right? My understanding of that is that I think they were trying to bring the deal to about 80 million. And I think that was all. But everyone thought that was all but set, or 80 or 90. I can't remember what it was. And these guys were not budging on that. They basically said, no, his buyout clause is this. You want the player this season. You want this player now in January. You get him now for this price. And they went and dropped 105 million on this guy. And now he's getting
was playing for him.
Yeah, he's actually getting absolutely berated by some of the Chelsea fans out of there, and Makeem being one of them. But I can understand his frustrations. But still, it's not his fault.
Makeem, you heard him. Mention your name tomorrow when you come, please. DJ Sub, it's all on you today.
No, being one of them.
Yeah,
being one of them. And Chelsea Dan being the other one. My both brothers. Both
Hey,
of them.
hey, that reminds me. You know, yesterday I had Chelsea Dan's voice on Talk Sports last night. He was talking to Jesse Kande. Yeah, Chelsea Dan was on the show.
Johnny Minerals was on there, bro. Johnny was on there last night.
Oh, he was on Talk Sports last night.
He's been on there twice, bro. He's been on there twice now. And I keep saying big up to him because he was the one that put that video out yesterday on his stream with Eunice. Well, I think he had a live stream with Eunice from Eunice Talks Football. He had a live stream. Big up to both of them, by the way. Yeah, they're brilliant shows they do, like yourself, Nee. And basically, he basically put a video out there, okay, saying showing this interview that Todd Bowley had. I think it was in America, I think, talking what he was saying. And I was like, mate, you're saying all this, but you're not doing anything about it. Do you get me?
Yeah. So, YouTube is a bit weird, so sometimes I'm very careful if I'm showing any video on my screen because it's a very, very complicated platform. You know, if you're not careful, you use someone's material, you'll be asked to take that material off. Either you edit it, or maybe if you're being monetized for the whole show that you spend maybe 2-3 hours, that video alone can ruin the whole show.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm very, very big careful on that aspect. But I had Chelsea Dan's voice on it, and he was talking to Jesse Kande. I kind of laugh, and he was waffling again. I said, "Yeah, my."
What was he saying? What was he saying, bro? What was he saying?
Yeah,
I love
he was talking that. He was talking about the present players that we have now, and then the past players, and you know, these players there, and they cannot. I mean, those players will even play better than the current players, and that was what he was saying. And I messaged him on Twitter. I said, Chelsea Dan, my man is on Talk Sports waffling again.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But anyway, brilliant.
Big up Chelsea Dan. Big up to him. Big up.
Yeah. All right. So 12:07. Much love to you, bro. Make it. Don't feel shy. Whenever you're there and you're free, in the link we send a link in. Just feel free, click on it. And if I get to see you guys clicking on it all the time, I'll do more of a preview, fun calling right after the game. I'll set the stream up so you guys can come in and then we can drop our emotions live on the channel.
When this Fofana guy is coming back?
Oh, bro, Fofana, I had the news that he might not play. He might not play again to the end of the season.
Oh,
there's another upset. Yeah, with Fofana.
Almighty, what's going on?
I told you guys this guy doesn't play for Chelsea. That's what I was saying yesterday. The news was out. Somebody tweeted this that Fofana had a setback and he might not play the end of the season.
You're right. I saw that. That's so disappointing.
I've told you guys that this guy doesn't play for Chelsea anymore.
If we dig 2-3 times, we might get 4 or 5 players from that. I think 4 or 5 kits we might get. So much players we have bought.
You spend so much money, 80 million for this guy from Leicester, and he hasn't even played a 1.5 season. Not even a full season, if I can remember.
And you know what, Lee? I'm going to lie to you. He's a good. You know what? He is. I mean, when he's on strong and he's fit, he's an excellent centre back. I think he's a good
no. DJ, no. You've not been watching what I've been watching, DJ. DJ, what
I was waiting for the reaction.
Jesus Christ, DJ, this guy doesn't smell danger. He's always out of position. Own goals. He gives ball away, and it results in own goal. Thiago Silva did the same thing.
Don't say that to Chelsea Dan, bro. Don't say that to Chelsea Dan. He loves that Fofana.
Bro, I'm telling you, I watched this guy and we concede so many goals against Real Madrid when he was playing. He just rely on his pace. He doesn't smell danger. And I even said, look, John Terry is one of the best players Chelsea I've had over the last 20 years. This guy was never blessed with pace, but he relied on his area ability. He never goes to the ground unless it's critical. You never see John Terry never running like Chelsea, Helen Haaland, or pacey striker like Aguero. He never does that. He's always in the right place. This guy always rely on his pace, and he's always getting injured.
Yeah.
Kyle Walker used to do the same thing.
Yeah, bro.
They told him
another potential player, right?
Yeah,
Fofana
another
is
potential player.
it's too early to judge him. He's a good player or bad. We have to
Yeah,
see because he's another potential player. We are thinking another out of 10 only work one have work. Let's see if one also gets work, right.
yeah. Gula Mustafa said Chelsea fan loves
And
Fofana
yeah,
over Cucurella. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
and
Go
this
ahead.
Mudrik hijack has been full of disasters, man. This Mudrik hijack. What is
Modric, what?
70 million player? Does
I'm
it
gonna
even look like 70 million player, man?
I'm
If
gonna
you
be
would,
real with you, brother. I'm gonna be real
yeah,
with you on Mudrik. Sorry, I don't think it's the kid's fault. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
it's not his fault.
Um, this guy's a confidence player. Yeah, there are times when you need players that need the arm, need the manager's arm around you to say, okay, you've not had a good game today, all right, but don't worry, you're going to be on the next game. This guy needs a run of games,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
every time he does play him, he has one.
Yeah.
He's had a good game, and then what does he go and do? He
You
drops him
take
for the
him off
next game.
for
Yeah, yeah.
Madueke, the same
He's
thing. He
not even
drops him
giving
for
him
the next
90
game.
minutes. Yeah, yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, yeah.
And how do you expect a player of that caliber to become good? I mean, the guy's a talented player.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. And I know a lot of the Chelsea fans come from Modric, but I'm going to give the kid the benefit of the doubt, and and I think he needs that kind of manager that's going to have that aura about. I mean, there was talk of Bayern Munich wanting him before the window was going to shut before the window was closed. There was talk that they made an inquiry about him, but it was turned down straight away by by Chelsea. So there's obviously something in the
Mhm.
player that Thomas Tuchel sees, Bayern Munich are seeing, because what Bayern Munich tend to do is we saw that with Musiala. They took him away from
yeah.
us here. Look at this kid
Shimama
ball now.
Musiala.
Look at him, mate. He's
Yeah.
balling it out. One of the best midfielders in the world, or around now.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree.
You know.
I'm telling you because, bro, it's a very different things now happening in Chelsea because always we had proven players, right? So we are
Yeah.
having now a good new potential players. So it's very weird. So yeah, so that's just a frustration, I think.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with you guys. It's just things direction of the football club has gone a different way, and Mauricio Pochettino is not getting the best out of these players. They are good players. They have good players in there, but then the direction is not right. The defensive, lots of work needs to be done
Yeah.
in a defense. We're
If
conceding
if we
8 goals
if we
in
lose
just two
Liverpool,
games. That's
yeah,
not
yeah.
good enough.
Nee,
If
this
we
team.
lose,
You're gone, bro.
yeah.
Go on,
Go
bro. Go,
ahead,
If we
go.
Toby.
lose Liverpool match, if we lose Liverpool's final league match, then he might get sacked. That 250-50, right? That 250-50. He might
Oh,
get sacked. So
too
who
late,
do you
bro.
think
Too
the
late.
next one you will have? Yeah, too late. That's fine. That's
Too late, bro.
100% too late. Too late. Too late.
To me, to be honest with you, I don't see Chelsea winning the Carabao Cup. I don't see it.
But
Maybe
but but you might you
the
never
you
know.
know
You
the
never
only
know. It's
advantage
league final.
the only advantage is we're playing at Wembley. It's everyone's home.
Yeah.
Playing at
Yeah.
Anfield is a different
Yeah.
ball game. So Carabao Cup finals will be a different ball game, which a home advantage will suit each and every one of you. And Chelsea have so much dominance playing at Anfield. I mean Wembley. We've dominated. I think 14 out of 14 or something like that. Anytime we go there, we win it. I don't
Yeah.
know. Truly
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
I
we
don't know.
might.
I don't.
Bro, league match can never be one side. I'm telling you, league match can never be one side. Any team can shine up. I think league match can never be one side.
Okay.
No.
Okay. DJ Sab, you want to drop anything more, or we're gonna draw the curtains
No,
today?
yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go. I know you need to go. I know you've been saying it for a while, but I'm just gonna just say one thing. I mean, people may laugh at what I'm about to say, but only because I can see it. This team. People can come at me and say whatever. We're not obviously capable of winning the Premiership. I'll say that now. No, we're not. However, this team for me is capable of finishing in a top 4 place with the right manager and the right coaching guidance. Yeah, 100%. These players are too good not to finish in that kind of position, right? And with the right coaching, the right guidance at the football club with these players, I tell you what, you give Klopp and give Pep this team, they might not maybe win the Premiership title straight away, but they'll definitely won't make them finish where we are now. They'll get them in the top half of the table, at least finish in the top 4. Okay, and and at this moment in time, okay, we've messed that all around. We had a manager that I thought could have done that in Thomas Tuchel. We got rid of him,
Yeah.
brought in Graham Potter, and then we went with Lampard, and now we've gone with this idiot. In Poch, right? So look, I'm worried about tomorrow's match. You want to give me my score prediction for tomorrow, Nee? You know me. Even though we're going through a tough time, I'm always going to back my team to win, regardless. But I don't think it's going to be a win tomorrow. I think we're going to be ending this game. It's going to be like it's going to be in tears tomorrow again for the Chelsea fans.
Yeah.
Chelsea had all to do
what
in the
happened?
first half.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And what happened to Ben Chilwell, man? He was a world-class left back under Tuchel. What happened to him?
Exactly.
He was a
Injury.
world-class player. He's
Injured.
looking third-class players under Poch, man.
Injury.
Third-class player.
1207 is
And this
injury.
this this
It's injury.
midfielders under Poch now this past two games they are playing like a Bukayo level midfielding, man. Bukayo level.
They playing
So
what?
what is happening?
Okay. 1207, DJ Sav, everyone in the chat that have been there today, Andy, and those that are just joining today. Thank you very much for joining the platform. We'll be streaming for 2 hours, 4 minutes now. It's in a long stream, and we've discussed pretty much everything. How Chelsea is going to line up against Aston Villa tomorrow. Big up to Andy, Ghulam Mustafa, Makeem, my brother, Scala United, Ghulam Mustafa, AJ, who came on. Other scenes from Facebook, DJ Sav, my big brother. Mauricio,
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho's
Uh,
brother, and also
bro, I want to ask Makim
Hassan.
and
Hold
this
on.
another guy. What will be
Yeah.
your lineup for tomorrow?
Makim is not. I don't think he's there. Makim, if you're there, we get just a minute. He can react to you. Lineup. I'll be back again, guys. I'll be back again before the game. So 1207.
Sorry,
Yeah.
quick question. How's Stephen, by the way? Sorry, I forgot to ask. Big up to him. How is he doing? Is he all right?
Yeah, he's getting better bit by bit. He's got some.
That's good. Big up to him, by the way, if he's
getting
watching
better.
as well. Big up to you. Hope you get better soon,
Right,
bro. See you on here soon again.
Yeah. I'll let him know. If he didn't hear you, I'll let him know that you asked of him and how he's doing.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll send my regret. Yeah. Right. So Makeem, if you're hearing your brother, 1207, I'll be back again live again before the game. So do not worry. I'll catch you again tomorrow. All right. So guys, so Leo
Yeah, man. Big up, man.
Big up
Big
to
up
you
all.
too. Enjoy the rest
Big
of
up,
your
man.
evening. Right? Is it midnight? What time is it?
It's 2. It's 2.
2.
It's 2 night, yeah.
2 a.m. Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
man.
So
Even
enjoy
I
the
have to
rest of
go
your
to
morning then.
office tomorrow.
You gotta go in the
Yeah.
office tomorrow. You're doing a very good job, my brother.
Yeah.
Every midnight, because I know, India and the distance there, it's about 12 hours difference or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, man, yeah.
But
Nice
you always
chatting to you,
try.
brother. Big
Whatever.
up to you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, same thing with Scala. Scala is also pretty much the same region. He's always on the show every, but he'll be here tomorrow.
So, man, Poch is getting sacked in the summer. I think 100%. Till summer, he will 100% get sacked, right? So, who do you think the next manager will be?
Look, if he doesn't perform well, then it means that he will be definitely be sacked. I 123 love you forever.
See, man. Even if we finish 7th, 8th at max, right? Even if we finish 7th, 8th at the max, I have no confidence in Poch because at some point of the game, he has went clueless, right? He doesn't know what to do. Even in the previous match, he's bringing defender, so he has the defensive mentality that Chelsea never had, right? Chelsea always had the attacking mentality. That's what the Chelsea is all about. Win, 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 win. That's all we know, right? So that mentality has to come. So that's what
Definitely.
Chelsea is all about.
All right, I'm sure he knows. He knows. He apologized the other day when we lost, but I don't know the apology is enough for Chelsea
What
fans.
apology was that?
What he can do, he can just apologize, right?
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Nate,
Apologize, but
what?
Yes, sir.
I'll just say one thing before you go, and I know you want to go, and I want to cut this. Let me tell you this right now.
Yeah.
If we continue to go down this path now, you saw already on Sunday, Roman Abramovich, Jose Mourinho, fans are walking out the door. If the owners are watching this game and more fans are going to do this at the ground, okay, I don't believe it's right to walk out in your football club. I would never do it. I've never done it before.
Yeah.
I'd stay at the ground and I'll stay and watch it right to the end. But if more and more fans are going to walk out the door, okay, they're going to have to make a change. They're going to have to do something because it's not going to. The fans will stop coming. And once that
The
happens,
fans were very upset. Yeah, man. The fans
That's
were
what's
very
gonna happen.
upset.
anyway,
Even they
keep
throw
on
flames,
doing that.
right?
Yeah.
thrown
Yeah.
flames, right? Yeah. So
Thank you very
yeah,
much, 1207 for joining the show today. Enjoy the
if he
rest of your
if he
morning
had Roman,
and have a good
if he had
life.
Roman, he might. Okay, you're going, man.
Big up, Chini.
If he had Roman,
Mhm.
he
Peace out.
might have been sacked in December only. I'm 100% sure.
Okay.
It will not be this late. It might not be. If we are winning against Preston and Middlesbrough, and you are saying that you have a successful month past,
Okay.
winning against Preston and Middlesbrough, and you are saying that that was a successful, that is expected to win, right?
Mhm.
That you cannot count as an successful month.
All right, absolutely. It wouldn't be successful if it doesn't win the Carabao Cup. Thank you, 1207. I'll see you again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your morning, 1207. Lil
And
Desperandos. My name is
yeah,
Nate
yeah,
Zion, the host for Blue Clouds Media YouTube channel. The Football Menace co-host Stephen G is not here today, but we love you guys. So we'll be back again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the day. Andy and everyone that have make it possible to tune in to join the show. 1207, stay backstage for a second, and I'll talk to you in a minute.
yeah, yeah, man.
Stay there. All right. Bye for now, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV. Oh, sorry, guys. I forgot to read I123 Love You Forever's comment. She said, I've been here listening while working, brother. Nice stream. Thank you very much. I123 Love You Forever. And Andy, thank you very much. She said, big up the chat. Thank you very much. I'll see more of you, Andy. Next time, I'd like to hear from you next time, and how I want to hear more from you, our rival fans. So peace to you too, DJ Sab. Everyone, thanks for having me. Absolutely. Thanks for coming on, DJ. Bye for now. What's up, guys?